Hey guys, it's Peter Tech here again. Coming to you. Uh, I haven't been able to upload a lot of videos, but I hope to come back on the channel and create some more videos. Most of the time, it's mostly things that I haven't seen done. But at the moment, I'm working on this '03 Honda Civic. It's a ep3 Si. ep3 Si. It has I believe 253,000 miles. Unfortunately, I can't show you. I disconnected the battery. So what I'm doing to this, I actually am a mobile mechanic by profession, and most of my jobs I do it outside. Of course, I don't have the luxury of having a shop. Since I'm a mobile mechanic, I go to wherever my customers are. Like today, I'm outside an apartment complex. So this motor has a misfire on cylinder 4. Checked everything, checked the ignition coil, checked the spark plugs, I checked eventually I checked the compression, and it has no compression at all on cylinder number 4. So it comes 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is cylinder number 4, has no compression. So I discussed with my customer, my good friend of mine, and we weighed our options. Lucky enough, of you who know about these vehicles, it's very hard to find these motors. It's a K20 A3. I don't know if I can focus. It won't focus. It's a K20 A3. It's very hard to come across these motors. Lucky enough, I was able to source one. After I discussed with my customer, the best option was to change the whole motor. Other than rebuilding this one, probably I might have to keep the motor and rebuild it, since he wants to keep the vehicle for a long time. I might have to rebuild it for him, but most of the time I don't have time, so I opt to go the easy way. But whenever I do, I might rebuild the motor for him. So what I've been doing is preparing to yank it out. I've taken out most of the stuff, of course. The radiator from the front, we have a cross mat, but the latch is on to this. I took down most of the accessories. This is what the intake manifold goes through. So I've taken most of the wiring is on the side. It's a manual shift, so I took all the shift cables. They are all to the side. Right here, those are the shift cables. They're all to the side. The master cylinder for the clutch, all to the side. I undid the motor mount on the front and the back. There's a big cross member right here. I undid that. I also undid the drive shafts that go through here. Okay. And also to the passenger side one. I wish I could have filmed the passenger one because it's a little involving. Most people have issues with them. So what I do is the big the 30 millimeter drive shaft nut that goes on here, it's very hard to take off. So what I do is, before I jack it up, I remove the center cup. I use the 30 millimeter where the car is on the ground. That's when I undo it. I find it the easy way to do it, instead of having it on the jacks and trying to use air guns. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's torqued, very high torque on it, so that's what I do. So the easiest way to remove the drive shaft is to undo the bottom ball joint and move it to the side. Once you move out, the drive shaft slides to the side, and you're able to undo it from the transmission, on the transmission back here, right there. And the one to the passenger side goes right there. Okay, so I have all that is remaining on this one. So I'm leaving the AC intact. I don't want to have to deal with that whenever I'm putting it together. It's easy to do the AC if I wanted to. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. Probably when I'm taking it off, I might have to take it apart, but I want to work around it. So there's a motor mount, the front motor mount, the transmission motor mount, the transmission motor mount front towards the radiator, and there's another one to the back. Okay, so I did all the wiring. I set it to the side. I have a cherry picker. Eventually I'll bring you guys along, and I'll show you how to take it all out. I'm gonna take it out with the transmission intact. So all I'm remaining is the motor mount is actually undone on this side, and there's a motor mount on this side. So I'll have to take this both here, and probably I have to move this mount out of the way. So from there I'll bring my cherry picker and I'll take it out. Yes, all of this done at the parking lot. That's why I cannot live in a nicer apartments, because here they let me do fix cars outside. They have no problem with me doing that, so I'm able to do such jobs. I have so many other jobs that come along my way. I'll hope to bring you guys along as I go. I've missed out in so many jobs. I most of the time, because of this is my biggest earner, so I don't have enough time to bring you guys along. But also I've realized I'm missing a lot, in content creation. I do a lot. I do a lot with cars, so I hope to bring you guys along. I do also diagnostics. I do a lot of suspension work. You name it. And I'm not I don't only work on one type of car. I can work across many other cars. My daily driver too, my work, I have a work van right here. This is what I use mostly, and I have my daily driver too, which also needs some work along the way. I'll bring you guys along. I know I need the front and the rear brakes. Those are easy to do. I might show you a few things here and there, or the way I go about doing them on the jack stands and everything. Yeah, that's where I am. I hope I can bring you guys along in some of these jobs that I'm able to do. My friend wants to keep the vehicle for a long time, so I try to help him along the way whenever I can. He's very patient. It's not his daily driver. It's probably a weekend car, so he lets me, he has left me working on it. I've had it for some time now, but yeah, it's a neat car. Of course, he has all the junk, the intake manifold. I also took off the gear oil, the starter, the covers, a lot of junk. The throttle body, the thermostat housing. Okay, Yeah, so these cars are really neat. Most of them are troubled by now, but he's not wanting to go all out. He also uses it as he does a lot of biking, so, and also he's not a car guy. It's very expensive to keep up with turbo cars. You have to know what you're doing, and he's not a car guy. So, but he likes the car. He likes modifying it to, like you can see up here, he has a adjustable coilovers on all four corners. So simple things, but the motor gave out at 253,000 miles. So, and I haven't gotten into what gave out. I know it has no compression on cylinder 4. I'm not sure if it's the valve or the O-rings, but the compression, no compression at all. It was misfiring pretty bad. At 253,000 original miles, I mean, yes. And this guy leans on it. He goes hard on this vehicle, so it's given him a good service. I also service his vehicle, so I know what he has been done. He's very religious on changing oils, so I know for sure that did not cause the breakdown. So I fix his car. I've fixed his car for the last probably 5 years or so since I've known him. So I've taken care of this car all around. But whenever we drive, he really leans on it. He goes on it. So yeah, that's where I am on this one. I probably should have brought you along on my. I show you on a setup on my mobile shop there. I have a bunch of tools in there. Of course, for this job, I'm gonna need a cherry picker. I have it with me. I have the other motor inside too. So probably one of these days I'll bring you guys along and we get to yank this thing out. Yes, at a parking spot out here. For now, guys, I'll leave you at that and hope to see you soon.